And now I'm single for the first time in a decade. It's crazy. 10 years. I haven't been single in 10 years. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's wild. Like, I was with this woman for 6 years. Before that, I was married for 4.5 years. Like, the last time I was single, Barack Obama was in his first term as president. Tinder hadn't been invented yet, and people weren't openly talking about eating ass. Yeah, the times have changed. These 20-year-olds, they're psychos. They're out there eating ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. Call me old-fashioned. I'll do anything but eat your ass. Actually, that's what I'm gonna write on my Tinder profile. I'll do anything but eat your ass. I'll co-sign on a loan. I got great credit. I got an 810. Yeah, I don't know if you know shit about credit scores. That's a fucking good one. I own a 2016 Toyota Prius, paid for it in cash with dick jokes. I own a car. I'm not eating your asshole. Fuck off. This is totally true. 20-year-olds were actually eating so much ass at the beginning of the pandemic. New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo had to send out an email telling them to calm down on the eating ass. Do you know how much ass you have to eat to get the government involved? I imagine it's ass by the pounds. I do not know. 20-year-olds, you're gross. Knock it off. It's disgusting. I shouldn't talk shit, though. I was the grossest 20-year-old in the world. I think between the years of like 2001 and 2011, I brushed my teeth like 3 times. I know, I might as well have been eating ass. My breath already tasted like it. Also, 20-year-old men, Irish Spring, that is not soap. That is the government cheese of soap. Knock it off. Get yourself something with an oatmeal in it, something that exfoliates. You're worth it. You know what? I'm lying to you guys. I probably would have ate ass in my 20s. I probably would have, because I didn't have any confidence in my 20s. I didn't really like myself that much in my 20s. That's why I drank a lot in my 20s. And alcohol, the reason was, alcohol will give you confidence. And I know that for a fact, because one time when I was drunk, I invited a woman back to my apartment when I knew I didn't have electricity. Yeah, she came too. Or she didn't come, but she like showed up and then left. You guys know what I mean. That's not even the most embarrassing thing I ever did in my 20s. This is totally true. One time while I was having sex with a woman, I said to her, "I can't believe you're letting me do this right now." Yeah, I know. Have you ever seen someone realize they made a mistake while you're inside of them? I know. I don't know what the opposite of getting wet is, but I definitely did that for her, so that was kind of cool. I got to feel like a magician. I was like, where once there was a river, now there's a desert. I actually said ta-da at the end. It was pretty fucked up. I feel bad for people in their 20s. The 20s is the hardest period in your life. Nobody tells you that. The 20s is the roughest period in your life. Your 20s is like a second puberty, but instead of getting hair on your balls, you have to learn how to pay your own vision and dental. It's bullshit. It's so hard. Like when you're in your 20s and you go through a breakup, you're like, oh my God, my life's over. I don't know what I'm gonna do. When you're in your 30s and you go through a breakup, you're like, oh my God, I need a new fucking mattress. Like when I was in my 20s and I was so poor and broke living in New York City, starting out in stand-up comedy, my room was so small, I couldn't have a regular size bed in there. I had to have a bunk bed. Yeah, try being 26 and picking up a woman with a bunk bed. She'd be like, hey, you want to go back to your place? And I'd have to be like, hey, are you afraid of heights? And you can't have crazy wild sex in a bunk bed. That shit's not happening. There's only 2 positions, sideways and disappointed. That's it. Yeah, like if a girl has to get on top, that means I'm underneath the bed jerking off. I used to tell women too that I had a loft bed, but then they thought we were going back to make love in my loft apartment. When the truth is they were about to get side fucked in what used to be somebody's coat closet. Also, 20-year-old dudes in here, I want to give you a piece of advice. Because I had a hard time with women in my 20s, and I want to tell you this because I want a woman to fuck you more than once, right? Yeah, because here's the thing. If you're a 20-year-old man and you're in here, there is a device that you can buy that you can keep in your bedroom that will greatly increase the chances of a woman having an orgasm, and it will greatly increase her chances of her coming back to have sex with you again. And it's a very simple device. You can get it anywhere, and it's called a bed frame. Yeah. You hear that? Those are some women who fucked some starving artists right there. Yeah. Get your fucking mattress off the floor. No woman wants to be fucking a dude whose mattress is on the floor. Look, and I'm not even saying that shit needs to be like West Elm. Get fucking 4 cinder blocks and a piece of plywood. Yeah. They'll be like, he has goals, he has aspirations, he has hopes. No woman wants to be banging a dude and be reminded how close she is to her bottom. Both physically, emotionally, and mentally. I'm not even trying to fuck anybody right now. I'm sure, I don't give a fuck right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like in your 20s, you're trying to fuck. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not available right now. I'm not. Like, and I'm not in a relationship, and I'm not single. What this is happily alone. That's what I am right now. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. I know someone will fuck me in my 30s. That's the difference. Like, I know someone will fuck me now because I have skills. I bring shit to the table. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to roast a whole chicken. Yeah, I own a La Creuset. That's French cookware. Someone will fuck me. 20-year-old men, pick up skills, buy spices. Spices are the things that go in cabinets. Cabinets are what I used to put empty Jack Daniels bottles on top of. Yeah, because I thought that was art in my 20s. I was like, look at all I've accomplished. But now, I'm not trying to fuck any of these people. I could give a shit. Because here's the thing, I like me now. I didn't like me in my 20s. So now if you want to fuck me, you got to be cool. You got to like bring shit to the table. Like if you want to fuck me, you got to have a 401k. Because one of us is going to need it. And also, by the way, I don't need anyone to fuck me now because I can fuck me. Yeah. Yeah, and after I fuck me, I'm gonna watch the movie I wanna watch. Yeah, I'm never watching Gilmore Girls again. That shit's over. I don't give a fuck what's happening in Stars Hollow right now. I don't know what it is about my dick, but apparently it pairs very well with Gilmore Girls. Like if my dick was on Netflix, Netflix would be like, you also might like the Gilmore Girls. I don't want to make it sound like I'm anti-relationship, though. I love relationships. I think relationships are amazing. Like, the last relationship I was in was incredible. The woman was great. I learned so much during that relationship, and I grew a lot during it. And by that, I mean I got fat as fuck. I got so fat in that relationship, but I feel like that's nature's way of telling you you're in love. You know what I mean? Like, nature's like, ice cream, donuts, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Like, have you ever seen one of your friends after they start dating somebody new and you see them coming and you're like, oh, shit. And they're like, dude, Stephanie's amazing. I'm in love. And you're like, I can tell, you're rocking a 2X right now. I didn't know diabetes was a side effect of love. Happy for your heart, worried for your toes. My whole goal after my breakup is I just wanted to become an internet thirst trap. You literally covered your mouth on that. It was great. I know. Thank you. And so far, I've lost 37 pounds since the... Thank you. And so far after shows, 2 women have slid into my DMs. Thank you. I have not responded yet. I'm just way too nervous. Not that I think the sex will be bad, I'm just afraid we'll pop my blow-up mattress. There's actually a term for when you have sex on a blow-up mattress. It's called dry docking. It's not because you're having sex outside of a pool. It's just because no woman can get wet while getting fucked on top of a flotation device. Should I have said WAP? Do you think that would have been funnier there if I said WAP? Okay. Everyone knows what WAP is, right? Or WAP, depending on, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, if Bernie Sanders knows who Cardi B is, everyone's going to know who Cardi B is, right? Like, if Bernie Sanders is at home with a mitten stirring a pot of macaroni, like, yeah, it does kind of sound like pussy, so... After the breakup, I decided I was going to come here to Florida to see my parents, stay with my folks, and I was worried about Corona, so I was like, I'm going to camp the whole way. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just not going to stay in hotels. And I don't know if you guys can tell from my vibe so far, I'm not much of a camping guy. Like, I don't know shit about camping. Okay, so how do I get into this? So I had to take a shit in a garbage bag in the woods, okay? And I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, very windy state, not the state to be shitting in a garbage bag in the woods. Gale force winds in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I picked a place called Pack Out, which literally means you have to take your shit with you, which I didn't know. And I was talking to my manly camper friend about it, and he was like, well, what technique did you use? And I was like, technique? I shat into a bag in the woods. And he was like, yeah, but you went through the legs, right? And I was like, oh no, I went full skier. And he was like, full skier? I was like, yeah, you know, full skier? Like, you know when they're taking off at the Olympics? That was me, and I was going for the bronze. And here's the thing, I opened my car door to try to block the wind, but wind can go under car doors, lifting garbage bags, basically making me look like a giant beaver shitting in the woods. Let's put it this way, I've now officially been camping 0 times, I've shit on my hand once, so... And it's weird when you shit on your hands in the woods. I imagine it's a lot like when you bury a body in the woods, like... There's a lot of wet wipes involved and you hope no one ever finds out about it. Yeah, I got hotels the next 2 nights too, because I would rather get COVID than shit on my hands again.